I am back on the road again doing the original one-man show, the Broadway show that I did on Broadway, the show that was show of the year in Las Vegas. I play 18 characters. This show was before the movie, before the musical. You could come and see it. John, where am I going to be, John?
It looks like you only have 2 more shows left for the rest of the year and then one scheduled for next year. So that is November 15th. You're going to be in Carteret, New Jersey at the Carteret Performing Arts Center. November 16th, you're going to be in Huntington, New York, back at the Paramount Theater. And February 22nd, you're going to be back in Huntington, New York again at the Paramount Theater.
Just go to ChazzPalminteri.net for tickets. That's ChazzPalminteri.net. Go on my website, get tickets. I'll see you there. It'll be a night in the theater you won't forget. I always talk about characters. Characters. You know what I mean? This guy is a character, big influencer. You gotta follow him. Funny as shit. Comes up there, does... You know what the funny people are? The funny people are who don't mean to be funny, who don't really want to be funny. They just talk, and they're funny. Just like, I have Sandy Blue Eyes on, Squiggy on, all these characters on my show. This guy is funny, and he's an Italian-American, and we're going to talk about that. Born in, he was born here, but he's from Italy, Napolitan and Sicilian. I'm all Sicilian, so we'll talk about that. Here he is, Big Joe Gambino.
Pleasure, Chazz.
I mean, look at you. You're like bigger than life. Look at it.
Well,
I mean, that's a horn, as they say.
It is. Well, they're supposed to keep the bad away.
And we know about the bad. Italians could be a little jealous. Am I right or wrong?
Just a little bit.
I mean, you know what, Joe? I don't understand that. It's like sometimes Italians, they're like the f***ing crabs in a pot. One crab goes up, they go, woof, right. Pull him down.
Who has to be the biggest? It's like, it's...
and that's, I love having people like you. I love having Italians on because we help we got to help each other.
You have to. It's important. If we all stuck together, Chazz,
forget it.
We take over. We take over.
We would take over. Now, how long... People want to get in touch with you on your Instagram. It's Big Joe Gambino. Is that correct?
Big Joe Gambino 2 on Instagram, Joe Gambino on YouTube, and the Big Joe Gambino on TikTok.
All right, Joe, how did this happen? How did all this... I mean, one day you just said, I want to be an influencer. Let me go on. How did all this happen? Tell me about it.
It still seems surreal to me because all this happened by accident.
It's always that way. Go ahead.
By accident. Up until a few years ago, right before COVID, I never had social media. I didn't have Facebook. I didn't have...
3 years ago?
Yeah, I didn't have any of that. It wasn't me.
Right.
But, after the pandemic, everybody was home, so, that was the thing to do. So a friend of mine told me to download TikTok, which I'm sure you're familiar with, right? He goes, Joe, you got to download this app. A lot of Italians on there, a lot of funny stuff. You get a kick out of it. So I downloaded it. I started with about 55 followers. Then I started talking to this girl on there. She was from Brooklyn. We were having conversations, and she goes, Joe, you should make a TikTok. And I was telling her, I says, me, you want to make a TikTok? I said, get out of here, you're nuts. No, Joe, make a TikTok. It'll pop off. It'll go viral. I said, all right, give it a shot. Well, I gave it a shot. I don't even remember what it was about. I just made a video about me talking, being me, myself. A week later, 1,000 followers. 2 weeks later, 10,000 followers. 6 months, almost 50,000 followers. I was like, what's going on over here? It was surreal. Then growing up Italians, I'm sure you're familiar with them.
Sure.
They basically put me on the map. I didn't have Instagram. So Sabino from Growing Up Italians put a picture of me on social media. Anybody know this guy, please get in touch with me. I got to have him on my show. We had a mutual friend, Mike Vendone from Nino's Beach. Shout out to Mike. Got in touch with me and Sabino. I went to high school with him. Went to St. Francis Prep. So he goes, I know Joe. He's a personal friend of mine. I have him on the show. And he basically put me on the map. And it was all history from there.
And now you're very good at it.
I'm being myself, Chazz. I'm just being myself. I'm talking like I was talking years ago. I gravitate to people that way.
Now, you were born where?
I was born in Astoria, Queens.
Astoria, Queens. You grew up there?
Grew up there all my life. I'm still there.
Still there?
I'm still there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I know you're a young guy, but...
I'm 42 years old.
You're 42. You even look younger.
Thank you.
Wow. And what was that bridge? Hellgate Bridge?
There's the Hell's Gate by Astoria Park, the Triborough. Well, now it's called the Robert Kennedy RFK Bridge. I still call it the Triborough Bridge.
You still call it the Triborough
Right.
Bridge. Wow. And you grew up in Astoria, Queens.
Right.
Did you see the movie that I did? How to, a Guide to Recognizing Your Saints about Astoria, Queens?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you
Yes,
did.
I
I
did.
was just
Yes, I
curious,
did.
only
Yes, I did.
to know if you knew about that.
I got one better for you. I was a kid, 1992, 93. I remember when you were filming Bronx Tale because it was filmed in Astoria.
That's right. That's right. 92. Well, you were young.
I was a kid. I was a kid. I was a
But
kid.
you remember when we were doing
I
that?
remember you closed 30th Avenue down.
Right.
I remember the lights and stuff. I was too young to like try to sneak in well, my cousins tried to be extras in there. They didn't make it, but
Let me tell you something. You would have been in a heartbit.
oh yeah, now sure. I'm pretty
You
sure.
walk in like this, boom, you're in.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, but I was young at the time.
De
so-
Niro looks at you and goes, "All right, Joe, come with us." Yeah, because he wanted real guys.
He did.
You know, he didn't want, fake. He didn't want actors. He just wanted real guys.
Right.
I mean, in Bronx Tale, they were all real guys. Guys from the neighborhood.
Right.
Right. But wow, you remember that?
I do remember. Yeah.
That's incredible. And so, was your dad in show business? Mom in show business?
No. My mother she works in a school, and my father we ran an ambulette company.
Ran a what?
An ambulette company.
Ambulance.
Yeah, it was called JP Ambulette. We transported different patients to different.
still
doctors.
have that?
No. Well, we sold the business a few years ago. Then my father actually passed away last
sorry.
year. Yeah, so that's what I was doing before this.
So
Running
this
a
is
business.
what you're doing now, full time.
Yes. I actually work for a private courier company,
Right.
and I'm doing this basically, full time, and I'm trying to get into acting. That's my main goal, getting into acting.
I want to be an actor.
I always wanted to be an actor, and I'm getting closer and closer to that dream.
Well, you're a great type. The right thing. I mean, and it's like anything else, How'd you get noticed by me? I saw you on TikTok.
Right.
Well, my John saw you, and he kept bothering me, saying, "You got to get this guy on, I'm telling you." And then finally I said, "Well, let me see." And I look, and I say, "Oh, shit, he's funny. He's really funny."
Thank you.
And I like to have people that are naturally funny, because it's there's a naturalness about you that you just do.
Well, like you said before, I'm not even trying to be funny. This is my character. This is how I am off camera, on camera,
Right.
how I was years ago, how I will always be. I'm not a comedian. A lot of people say, "Joe, you should do stand-up." I said, "Well, I'm not a comedian."
No, stand up. See, that's
It's totally
bullshit.
different.
Let me tell you, stand up is the hardest thing in the world to do.
I'm sure it
The
is.
hardest thing in the world. It takes an immense amount of work. You got to go on the road. You got to just keep going. You got to bomb 100,000 times before you get any material. Everybody says that, but naturally funny people are just funny.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to get into acting. I think that'd be great. Well, listen, if obviously I have a company, and if something ever comes up where I think you're right for something, I'd be more than happy to have you come in and read,
Right.
audition like everyone else.
Of course, no.
And if there's no one else better and you're the best one, you get the part. It's that simple.
I mean, I'm doing something right. I was in a few projects. I was actually in a project with your son Dante. It was called Experts in the Dying Field.
That's right.
He was in it, and Amon Asante was in it.
Asante was in it?
I had a few lines, few speaking parts,
Yeah.
and it was actually surreal to me because after we were done, Amon Asante gets up and starts applauding for me, and now we're friends to this day. And for Amon Asante, he just like you, I grew up watching you guys on TV,
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's for him to applaud for me on my part it was amazing, So I'm doing something right.
You have to be. I mean, that's why I admire guys like you, because people, I'll just meet people, Italian guys, they go, "Hey, Chazz, put me in a movie." I go, "The fuck? You think it's that easy just to put anybody in a movie?"
No.
I said, I got a son and a daughter that are in a business. I can't just put them in a movie. Well, what's the matter with
Of
you?
course not.
But you're saying, all right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to get noticed myself. And that's what it takes.
That's it. Yeah. Well, I believe also from doing anything successful, you have to start from the bottom up. Now, people say, "Oh, Joe, you're a born actor." Yeah, I might have the look. I definitely played a part, but I'm not an actor yet. I want to learn from the bottom up, and I'm
Right.
actually taking acting classes. I'm actually taking acting
Good.
classes with Vince Curatolo, private acting
Oh,
classes.
terrific. Vince is a
Johnny
wonderful
Sack from
actor.
The Sopranos, great teacher, amazing person. And when he sees what I do,
Yeah.
and he says, "Joe, that was amazing. Joe, that was great." To me, that's like I know I'm going somewhere with it. I'm going somewhere.
It's all about I always tell, because I teach a how to audition course. I've been teaching it now for 15 years. I do twice a year. And because auditioning is an art, it's a separate art in acting. And it's just 3 things: relaxation, know your lines pretty well, listen to the other actor. Those 3 things. Unless you do those 3 things, all the acting lessons, technique mean bullshit. And I'm a member of the Actors Studio. And I studied with Lee Strasberg himself.
Wow.
And he'd be the first to tell you, unless you're relaxed, everything else doesn't matter. If you're not relaxed and you're tight, see how relaxed you are now? It's the same. That's the way acting is.
Okay.
Same way. And I always tell actors that. Just relax and make believe we're just talking.
Well, I'd love to attend one of those classes when you're doing it.
Yes, I will tell. In fact, I'll let you know. John will get in touch with you if you want to come.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's really a great course. It's only 3 days.
Okay.
It's a 3-day course, but it's really essence of. They always want me to do it every week, and I go, no, I'll do 2 times a year. That's it. Because I'm making movies, doing other things.
Yeah, of course. You're busy. You're a busy guy.
But I love the art. I love acting. I love the people. And I enjoy giving back. It's fun. Nice. Don't forget my restaurants. I got 2 of the finest Italian restaurants anywhere in Manhattan, 30 West 46th Street, between 5th and 6th Avenue, and 264 Main Street in White Plains, New York. And please, all you have to do, folks, is mention I watch Chazz Palminteri's podcast. Free desserts for the table. Not just for you. For the table. You got that? That's all you have to do is mention to the waiter, I saw Chazz Palminteri's podcast. I'm a fan of his. I gave orders to everybody at both restaurants. Free desserts, handmade desserts made there at the restaurant. At the table. It's fun. Now, do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have a younger brother, Anthony.
Is he an actor too?
No, actually, he's a professional bowler.
A professional bowler?
Yes, he was on TV. He bowls professionally.
Now, is it like golf, or do you have to be a certain level to be a professional bowler?
Well, bowling is a dying sport. I mean, it's not as popular as it was years ago. So
Really?
Unfortunately, he came in at the wrong time. You don't get paid as much as a professional, like a golfer or a baseball player. That's nowhere near it. But he loves doing it, and he's pretty good at it. Pretty good at it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sure he bowled the perfect games.
A
right?
few perfect. He actually bowled what's called a 900 series, which means that he has to bowl 300 games in a row. That's almost only a few people in the world could do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
300 games in a row.
Right.
I mean,
I'm lucky if I could break 200.
That's talking about being in the zone.
Yeah.
Right? Well, that's fantastic, man. And your mother, father, not in the business?
No.
Like you said before. Wow. And this whole thing, this being an influencer, do you find a little jealousy with the Italians sometimes?
Oh, a lot. My own friends, my own family. It's sick because, they'll wish you well in front of you. Say, Joe, that's great. You did a good job, right? And then they leave the room. They're a fucking asshole. Or they'll talk about you. Or they'll say something derogatory about you. And
how do you find out about that from
other people? Because they're always talking about everybody else. That's what Italians do. They talk about people, But it is what it is. I'm used to it.
You're used to it.
I'm used to it.
Yeah, but you know what? But I know what I do, Joe. I fight against it. I just go, well, okay, you can be that way, but that means to me that I'm just going to help more people, more Italians. And I help everybody, but if it's Italian and he's a good guy, I especially go out of my way to help them.
That's great. That's a great thing.
We have to help our own.
You have to.
Now, do you have a girlfriend?
Yes.
Right. And was she with you before this whole thing happened?
Well, I actually we have a child together.
You have a child together?
My son's 11 years old.
11?
Right.
Oh. So is she a little like taken back by all this?
She is. She's like looks at me sometimes like people think people stop me. People stop me wherever I go. Oh,
Yeah.
Joe, can I take a picture? Oh, Joe, I love you. You love you. And I pinch myself because you want to take a picture with me. I'm still not used to it.
Yeah.
Like when you reached out to me, I'm like, I told my whole family, says, you're not gonna believe who reached out to me. Chazz Palminteri. Like, and I was like a little schoolgirl, you know.
No,
But it's an honor. Like I said, so she feels like, you know. She knew me from way before, you know, but she
Yeah.
always knew my character was powerful. My character gravitated to a lot of people, and she,
Right.
you know, she's getting used to it.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
come on, let's not, you know, and I take this sincerely, and I've been, you know, I've been famous for many years, but I have friends, mega stars, and we sit down and talk, and it's the same.
yes. At the end of the day,
At the end
we're
of
all
the day,
human, you know.
and I always say this on my shows, that's why I don't read reviews. That's why I don't give a shit. And you're young, but when you get older, but you'll understand when you're older, when the old Italians used to go, I said, Dad, how could you just not care? He goes, hey, it is what it is. You know, and I said, I hope one day I get like that. And now I'm like that. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
Right.
I don't care.
My father was like that.
Yeah.
My father was like that.
It took me years to get like that. But when I did, when I hit 60, I just went, you know what? I got X amount of time left. I don't give a fuck. And it's like I studied the Stoics, the Greek Stoics, and they always say, like, nobody, basically it comes down to what Sonny said, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Like they say, yeah.
You know, think about it. Do you know anything about your great-grandfather? Not your grandfather, your great-grandfather.
I actually do.
A little bit.
I know a little bit. Actually, actually no, because I have a plaque.
Yes,
in my
and I do
house.
too. I know a little bit about him.
Right.
How about your great-great-great-grandfather?
No.
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 One day you will be a great-great-great-grandfather.
Right.
One day you will be to that boy. Who's going to give a fuck that somebody said something about you? Nobody.
No, no.
Nobody.
Well, it goes like that saying, in 100 years, who's going to care, you know?
Who's going to care? Who's 100 years? Less than that.
Less than that, right?
20 minutes from now. People go on with their lives, Joe.
They do.
Everybody reads, don't get me wrong. The internet, it's great, but it's also not great.
Oh, I agree.
It has bullied children into killing themselves.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It has made people very insecure. So what I say is all the time is that I have a new play that I wrote for Broadway, and one of the characters says to the other character in it, he says, all the internet has done, let me see if I can remember it. I wrote the damn thing. All the internet has done is made the people that are far away from you closer, but the people close to you farther away.
100%. 100%.
It's like nobody talks to each other no more.
Oh, when was the last time you picked up a phone and talked to somebody?
Texts. Kids, my daughter, they break up over texts.
Yeah.
They ask each other out over. They've lost the skill of conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to be like well, let's see, you're 42, so you remember when there was no cell phones?
I came right from that era where there was no, and right in between.
So you were right.
So I remember when there was no internet. I remember when there was no cell phones.
Cell phone, yeah.
And actually, I was a kid, but it was a better time. It was a better time.
It was a better time,
of
yeah.
communication. Because, for example, let's say you have restaurants, right? You see different couples go out. You see them on their phones. They're not even looking at each other. They're not even paying attention to each other. It's like it's sick.
Oh, I'll go out to dinner with a bunch of actors. 6 people, we're all on our phone.
Yeah.
And I'll say to them, I'll say, hey guys, could we just put it away now and just let's talk? Yeah. And everybody's got, until one person says that, they go, oh yeah, shit man, oh yeah. But maybe 10 minutes go by and they got to go back. Yeah.
And even the older generations, now that they got used to it, they're at fault too. They can't live without it. We can't. Well, listen, we can. We physically can live without it, you know.
Yeah.
But technically, we can't. If that makes sense.
I
to you.
could live without it because I remember I had many years where I didn't have it.
Right.
But the younger people, I don't think so.
Oh, to be like the generation, my son's generation. Forget it. Forget
Nobody.
it. Lost. That's how I punish him. Joe, take away your phone. He'll have a panic attack. Grounded. If I take away his phone, he'll go nuts.
Yeah, when we were young, especially me, it was like You're locked in your room now. Lock me in my room. This is great.
They got everything there.
They got
everything there.
Everything there.
You know?
Internet. Now, do you have anything coming up that we should
Well, I have
talk to you
I have a
about?
few projects. Like I said, I'm in a project called Avenue U.
Avenue U?
Avenue. It's a movie. I have a really good part
That's
in it.
from Brooklyn, right?
It's from Brooklyn. Yeah.
Avenue U is a very famous avenue.
Very, yeah. I'm in that project. I have my own cigar line, like yourself.
Oh, fantastic. And the name of the cigar?
It's called the Big Joe Gambino.
Big Joe Gambino.
It's manufactured by St. Giuseppe's. Okay, and it's a great cigar. I actually don't have it on. I have it in my car. I'm gonna give it to
Did you
before
ever
I leave.
audition for a show called Gravesend?
I didn't audition. I actually know Willie and a whole bunch of those guys.
And Willie's got to put you on the show.
Well, we've been talking about it. We've been talking about it. But
Willie, come on. Look at this guy. This is perfect here, Willie. I'm personally vouching for Big Joe Gambino to be on the show.
I'm getting vouched by Chazz Palminteri.
All right. I'm standing up for him, Will. I got to vouch for the guy. All right? Think about it. Think about it, Willie.
No.
I mean, Gravesend, great show. Willie's terrific.
He is.
Willie I give this guy props. Shout out to Will DeMeo. I mean, this guy is like a one-man crew, man. He writes, directs, stars in it.
Oh, I seen him in action. I
But
know.
the real key is he raises the money. I don't know how the hell he does it, but he does it. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. But again, he gets the jealousy from people.
I'm sure.
You know what?
I'm sure.
Fuck them. I don't care. You know what? Big Joe Gambino, I don't give a shit. It's a beautiful thing.
That's it.
Life is 90%. Life is like 10% what happens to you, 90% how you react to it.
That's very true.
It's
That's
how
very
you,
true.
It's how you react to everything. And I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Well, you said some pretty great lines over the years that still the people's brain. Like, I got a funny story I have to actually
Sure,
share
please.
with you. Well, my father passed away a year ago, like I was telling you. And at the wake, I come from a very big family. And with that big family comes a lot of friends, family friends.
Yeah.
So the wake was packed. So a friend of mine, Pete, my friend Pete, comes in and he was like taken back. He's seen all these guys, black suits, black hair, quiet, all different types of people. And he saw my face. And you ever had a friend that can make you feel good at any kind of situation?
Oh, yeah.
You know, like make you feel, you know what?
It's a
Whether it
precious
was bad, sad.
Yeah.
Well, that's that friend. He came over to me. He goes, Joe, in a very serious face, he goes, all this happened over a parking spot? Pointing to my father
that what he
laying in the
said?
casket. And I just start cracking up because he made me laugh. People are looking at me like, why am I laughing?
Right.
But he knew exactly what to say to just break the tension that was there, you know? And he was telling me about that story. He reminded me, he says, you know what? I'm going to tell Chazz that story.
You know what?
You know, because it was a great line.
I hear well, that was. Thanks. Sometimes I hear all these lines. All these years, 35 years, I'm walking down the street. I hear these, now you can't leave. Throw them in the bathroom.
That's another one.
I've been mushed. The guys in Eddie Mush. Oh, my God. Nobody cares. I mean, on and on and on. And it's I find it as a compliment. I really do. You know, my wine, Chazz Palminteri Cabernet, a great bottle of wine, a great price. It's the working man's wine, the immigrant wine, $23. Tastes like a $75 bottle of wine. You can pick it up at any Stu Leonard's. Go to your liquor store, tell them to pick it up. They will get it for you. You can also get it, before I tell you that, my cigars. This came out first, me and Paulie DeSilvo. This is the flagship model, the very first one. Incredible mild cigar, voted number 8 in the world, boutique cigars, cigar enthusiasts. Then we came out with the Cologio. That's what my name is, if they're my grandfather. This is a stronger cigar, the Cologio. Then we're coming out with the Sonny, the most robust cigar of all. As you can see, we have it in red, like Sonny, you know, the character, strong. You can pick up the cigar and the wine if you want to get them online at lcgcigars.com. I don't take my fame seriously, Joe, and I don't. And I love to just be a regular guy. I take my work very seriously, but I don't take my fame seriously, and I think
Right.
that's what keeps me grounded as a person.
Yeah,
You know, who fuck am I? Come on.
Yeah. Keeps you humble too.
It keeps me humble. It keeps my mind sharp. I'm always thinking I got to keep writing, keep working, you know. And was there anything after you became somewhat famous that you liked about, like, I'm sure you like when somebody recognizes you and you want to take a photo?
Yes, it is. It's great. I mean, it's sometimes it's inconvenient because they'll come up to you right when you're eating or whatever. But
well, you got to understand.
I never say no. I stay very humble. Like, I belong to a social club in my neighborhood. We watch soccer games, we play cards, and some of the old guys they see how popular I'm getting. They see me on some TV programs. In fact, I became viral in Italy. We do this podcast called Cresciuto Italiano, and the podcast is all in Italian. And we actually the group became viral in Italy. Like, it's going nuts. And so my Italian friends, they're like, oh yeah, Joe's a big shot now. I'm still humble. I'll still go there. We'll play our $5 card games, you know.
Right.
That's me. And
Yes.
I'll never change. Even if I become really successful and whatever, I'll still go to the same coffee shop. I'll still be with the same guys because that's who I am. I'm not going to change for nobody.
Well, I mean, and yes, and that's, I go back to my neighborhood, say hi, hang out with some of the guys. I mean, I don't live there no more.
You're from the Bronx, right?
From the Bronx, 187th and Belmont.
Wow.
Born and raised there.
No.
You know, and great neighborhood, and I wrote about it, and it was a great neighborhood, man. I loved it. Bronx Hill I'm Clojo. My real name is Clojo.
Yeah. No, I read it. I read the
and I wrote about it, and I mean, I just wanted to make it. I just told the story from my heart, and it became this like iconic story. That the thing that's amazing about it is that people study it all over the world, and they study it in colleges in Spain and Rome about morality. And I didn't know I was doing that at the time. I just wrote a story about my life.
Oh, of course.
You know, but I'm glad that it did this. The play, the movie, the musical. Have you ever seen the one-man show?
No, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm looking forward to. A lot of people raved about it.
You got to see it. If you want to see it on, if you want to see it first on film, you can. But I would see it first live.
Okay.
You could see it on Amazon pay-per-view. You could see it on Google because I just directed it. 5 cameras in 4K. It's pretty great.
No, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah. But come and see it live.
Okay.
John will get in touch with you.
100%.
And
you know where to find me.
Yeah. And we'll have some tickets there for you.
Thank
you.
you.
Bring your wife or a guest, whatever.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And how old's your son?
11. 11
You
years
can
old.
see it.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
It's something about fathers and sons who see it. It's fathers and sons especially. Fathers and daughters love it. But fathers and sons, when they see it, there's a bond, even at 11.
Right.
It teaches them about what's right and wrong, the morality of good and evil, and about gray and gray. I think he'll really, really love it. Really.
That's nice. I mean, my son tries to imitate me sometimes. It's funny. One time I saw him in the bathroom, right? He's in the bathroom. He's slicking his hair back. I said, Joe, what are you doing? You know, I want to be like Daddy. I want to be a social media influencer. He says, do me a favor. Put that down. Go read a book. Go study do your homework. You know,
be good in school. That's
it's
right.
like, but it's funny how he tries to emulate me and everything. It's
well, the best thing you could be. People always ask me for your children is set a good example.
Always. Well, I'm a firm Chazz. I'm a firm believer in family. Family comes first. I have very strong family values. I actually have these sayings I do that became viral. They're called Bonanima sayings. Bonanima in Italian means a respect for someone who has passed on. Bonanima. So I always say, a bonanima nonna mia, which means what my grandmother used to say. And these little sayings that we do in Italian. And it gravitates to people because they miss that and they respect that. And it's about family, man. It's about family.
When it comes down to it, yes. None of these people who want your autograph, and don't get me wrong, I appreciate that. But it comes down to really your family.
Yeah.
And the people who love you. And the people that you love. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Everything else is bullshit. So if someone wants to get in touch with you, how do they do it?
Oh, you can look me up on Instagram, shoot me a DM. I'm all over the place. I'm always in the.
Are you on Facebook at all?
I'm on Facebook also. I'm on all platforms of social media.
All platforms of social media.
Yeah.
Big Joe Gambino. You got any questions, John?
Not really a question, but it's something that I want you to give him advice on.
Yeah.
And I think it's important because he's an aspiring actor, you're a seasoned actor. And I think it's important for you to give him the advice about showing up. I would love for you to just tell him about that because I feel like that's the biggest piece of advice you could give him.
People, and he, obviously he did it already. People always ask me, what's the number one advice could you give a young actor? And I say, forget about a young actor. I give the number one advice to give to anybody who wants to be successful. 85% of success in life is showing up. That's all. Just show up. Go to places, go to parties, go to events. The more places you show up, the more opportunity the people you meet, the more. That's how you get successful.
Right.
And I tell people this, Joe. I say, your network is your net worth. That's the deal.
Makes sense.
That's the deal. Look, he got in touch with you. You could have said, nah, I don't want to. You know, I'm not a fan of his or whatever. I don't want to go. But you said, fuck this, I'm going.
Of course.
You know what? I don't want to drive up to where fuck. It happens all the time to certain people, right? But you show up, you meet somebody. Now you're on my radar. Who knows? You might never be in one of my movies, or maybe you will be. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But at least you showed up, and at least there's a shot.
I appreciate that.
You can't win it unless you're in it.
That's true, like the lottery. You got to be in it to win it.
You got to be in it to win it.
You got to be in it to win it.
Otherwise, you can't win. And that's the advice I give to all young actors. Show up. Get out of bed. Meet people. Do something. People don't know you're an actor till you tell them.
Right.
That's it. End of story. And that's the advice I give you. That's the advice I give you. But
appreciate it. Chazz, it was a
Big
pleasure.
Joe Gambino.
And from this day on, I consider you my friend.
I feel the same way. I consider you my friend. Even though you're not full Sicilian, but you're half Sicilian.
Just a good half.
You're good half. And you speak the dialects too,
I do.
right?
I do. I speak both and I understand both.
You understand both.
Right.
Wow,
That's
look at that.
impressive. What's one thing your grandparents told you that stuck with you for your entire life? There's got to be one thing that just stands out. Like for him, it's the saddest thing in life is wasted talent.
O rispetto. O Bonanima Nonna used to say, I'll say it in Italian.
Yes, go ahead.
She goes, O rispetto per la famiglia. No puoi imparare in scuola. Basically, like the respect for a family, you can't learn in school. It has to be learned. It has to be taught throughout the years. It has to be taught through family dinners, to sit downs at home, different holidays, and it's taught through time. So, respect, a rispetto per la famiglia. It's something that
Respect for the family.
And it's done over
Right.
time. That's one thing that always stuck with me to this day, and I try to instill that in my son also.
Well, the best thing, like I said, you could be is a mirror to your son. And that's how they learn. As my grandfather would say, Amonin. Amonin. So let's go.
Pleasure.
All right. God bless.
Thank you.
All right. Don't forget, we'll see you next week, next Monday at 11 o'clock. Check out Big Joe Gambino. Good man and Italian-American and a great guy. Check him out.